Hey, listen, right? One thing I want to talk about, right, is like alcohol, right? Drugs, alcohol. But alcohol is like a legal substance, right? And it destroys a lot of lives. Like, people don't talk about it enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting. All my life I fought with alcoholism. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I drunk a lot here and there. It didn't alcohol that took me down a long fucked up path. Like, I'm going a long way when I could have just went straight to it. You know what I'm saying? But I watched so many people lives be touched and like fucked up because of alcohol. I mean I watched people die horrible deaths and live horrible lives just off alcohol, a legal substance. You understand what I'm saying? And it's fucked up because if the government say that it's good, it's like it's okay, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, right now I'm fighting with this shit. Today, like, my 3rd day sober, right? This ain't my first stint trying to get sober. The longest I done was like a year. But I never quit quitting. It's like, I'm a functional drunk. I'm just like no fucking, you know what I'm saying? I function, I do shit, I party. If you close to me, you will know it's kind of a habit. But if you just see me here and there, you would never, you know what I'm saying? You would never be like, but it brings on a depression. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, alcohol have stopped me and slowed me down from doing so many things. And it's starting to affect my health, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically. And it's not no joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people think they got that shit under control, but to me, alcohol is the worst drug known to man. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, look at my appearance. Like, I'm doing this podcast and shit. I don't have to look like this. I don't have to have a scraggly beard. I work every day. I'm a hustler. Anybody who know me know I can get to it. Like I said, I don't say nothing on this Facebook shit that I ain't on the streets. Anybody who know me know I go through ups and downs, but I always work, or I'm always hustling. But at one point in time, I had got so depressed and was drinking so heavy that I really ain't give a fuck about too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I watched my uncles pass away from this. Just lost an uncle recently from this. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, alcohol fucks. Listen, let me tell you physically, your brain, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your lungs. It destroys everything physically more than any other drug. Like, you might know a crackhead in your family, or, you know what I'm saying, people might have a crackhead daddy or mama. Yeah, you might live broken, fucked up, but at least you ain't gonna have a violent motherfucker around. You know what I'm saying? At least you ain't gotta watch your people have seizures all on the fucking floor. Crack is a hell of a drug, but alcohol is worse than any of them drugs. Listen, man, and on top of that, it's the gateway to all other drugs. Most motherfuckers ain't wake up and go smoke crack or go smoke marijuana. It starts with the drinking because it's legal. It's easy to get when you're young. And then you get the good feeling. Then you go on to the other shit. But look how many deaths, man. Okay, we know how many car accidents that happen every year. But what about the people that die from cirrhosis, heart failure, liver failure, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Motherfuckers have brain cancer, all type of cancers. Alcohol is known to cause, right? Then let's get on the other shit. Alcohol is one of the most reason why people die at clubs. People partying, motherfucker drunk, motherfucker smoking weed or on some other type of shit. They chilling like a motherfucker, right? I don't give a fuck if it's shrooms, heroin, lean. You ain't thinking about fighting shit. Alcohol, you be done shot 4 motherfuckers on. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you adding shit on with it, but alcohol is the cause of how many murders and deaths. Alcohol has how many motherfuckers in prison because they drunk? Like, literally, I don't give a fuck what drug you on. Pretty much, alcohol is the one that pushed you over to do whatever you did, stupid as a motherfucker. How many people done woke up, don't even know they committed a crime, woke up in jail or woke up somewhere and like, damn, I done this. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is just, and what's so fucked up about it is, I was also, it's crazy how it go, right? Because the government. So the only 2 problems I ever had was pill problem and alcohol problem. And I got on pills because of a toothache, right? That shit took me down a long road. So all this shit it's pretty much the government says it's legal, right? But what's crazy about it, right? Now we look at crack cocaine and heroin. Now let's get on this, right? Now, first of all, let me say this. It's a lady at the corner store from my house, right? From where I live, her name Dorothy. She a school teacher. So she used to be a nice lady, got family that care about her, but she's so hooked on this alcohol. She might be on something else, but alcohol. This lady weigh about 45 pounds. She go in front of the liquor store. She beg. She piss on herself, shit on herself. She lay out there. Nice lady, though. Sweet as pie, right? Give you anything straight off her back. I know this, right? She'll sit in front of the store, nice to the point they don't give a fuck. They'll shoo her away and all this shit. But she got some money, you can come in the store and buy something. Other than that, get the fuck on. You know they're a dog. But nobody in the fucking store ever looked out and said, hey, you know, we need to call her family. We need to try to get this lady some help. You know what I'm saying? We can't sell her no more liquor because we're not going to sell her no liquor because look at her. You know what I'm saying? If people will have that kind of compassion, when you see somebody fucked up coming in the liquor stores, you should be like, no, we're not selling you this shit no more, right? You think they gonna do that? No, they gonna get every dollar they can. She can die in front of the store. Come get her, she gone, right? Okay, so that's what I'm saying, how they think liquor is legal. I don't give a fuck if I'm stumbling drunk in there. I'm talking about where I can barely fucking stand. As long as I got money to buy a pint, half a pint, I don't give a fuck if it's $2 or $200 a pint or fifth. They gonna sell that shit to me. I can drink that shit, go outside, kill 4 people. Only motherfucker responsible is me, right? All right, now let's get to this. Crack cocaine, right? Heroin. All this fentanyl. How the fuck do this shit get here? I don't know a nigga with a boat. A black motherfucker with a boat that's bringing kilos of that shit over here. So how the fuck does it get here? The United States of America, right? They bring this shit here. So it has to come to my neighborhood for me to go get it. I mean, I'm not going to California to go get it. I'm not going to another state to go get it. I'm gonna go cop me some cocaine or some heroin right here to sell to make a profit, right? Now I got me a spot and I'm making profit, right? Boom, boom, boom. It's this motherfucker choice to come to my spot. I didn't tell him. I didn't get him hooked on this shit. He found out I got it. He come to me. I serve him, right? It's his decision. He go off and die or go off and kill somebody else or get hurt. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna kick my motherfucking dough in and take me to jail for damn near life. And then they're not gonna deem him responsible. They're not gonna say it's his choice. They gonna say, they gonna look at me like I got him on the shit. They gonna look at me like I'm a piece of shit, like I got him hooked on the shit, right? Like I made cocaine, and they gonna sentence me like I'm the only motherfucker in the world that got cocaine. That's how they sentence black motherfuckers, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how they sentence motherfuckers. And then it's so crazy because, I mean, it's just all around crazy how the laws is. I know I'm jumping subjects, but I'm just saying on how unfair it is, right? And then they looked at marijuana not long ago, just like they did crack cocaine and heroin, right? They did. You get caught with marijuana, they was giving you a lengthy time in jail. At one time, they can give you the RICO for marijuana. Motherfuckers actually was getting 30 years for moving marijuana across state lines, right? They was taking your cars, they was taking your money, they was putting you on indictments. They looked at you as the worst pieces of shit on earth. They was kicking your dough in, taking, you know what I'm saying, over marijuana. But then one day they said, you know what, we gonna make this shit legal. And all of a sudden all that shit went away. And when all that shit went away, the same motherfuckers that was calling you the pieces of shit, the same motherfucker that was kicking your door in is now owning the same shit and selling the same shit that they was kicking your dough in over. You know how many police out here with dispensaries now? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know how many of them motherfuckers even then was smoking weed they sells, but just wanted to fuck with you? Nobody had compassion though. You know what I'm saying? It's just all fucked up out here, man. But I'm just telling you about the unfairness of the game. And but back to the addiction part of alcohol. The government knows, and how they listen. What I'm trying to say is it's unfair. It's unfair because alcohol does just as much damage as it's worse than any other drug out here. Like even all the shit that you sell us in the neighborhoods is fucking horrible. Everything from pops, these sweet ass candy pops and shit. You know, when we go when I go to the average market in my neighborhood, it's hard to find fruit. Literally. Like, we don't have a big fruit section. I don't know where you from, but I'm telling you, Detroit, Michigan, they might have a little something or something, fruit you can get, little vegetable aisle, but the rest is all bullshit. But when I go to the outskirts, it's fruit and vegetables everywhere all around there. But even in corner stores, when I go in other neighborhoods, and like even with the Muslims and other neighborhoods, they have a fruit section just in the liquor stores. At least you can buy bananas, tomatoes, you know what I'm saying? That shit always there. In the hood is none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is all fair. And then look at this. Look how many liquor stores on every corner in the black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the addiction part and the unfairness part. You know what I'm saying? The government is a motherfucker. And but addiction has no color on it. It has no age, no color, and it's fucked up. Man, listen. One of the worst lives. Listen, alcohol is I think it's just worse than any other fucking drug. It is, because look, let me tell you how alcohol again is once again one of the worst drugs ever. Do you know alcohol is one of the only drugs, I call it a drug, it's one of the only drugs that you can die from without having. A heroin addict might feel like he about to die. I've been on them pills. I know what withdrawals feel like, right? I was addicted to Norcos and shit, Vicodins and shit, right? As far as I went with it. I never used cocaine in my life. I never did any other drugs besides a Xanax once or twice. But I ended up in jail every time I did one of them, so I can count on my hands how many times I did them. Now, yeah, I see how my mind fucked up now. I just forgot even what the fuck I was just talking about that quick. But yeah, alcohol is the only drug that you can die from besides barbiturates. You know, you can quit heroin. Cocaine, you can quit cocaine. Once you run out of money, they say your cocaine habit is over. So once you go broke, your cocaine habit is over. Once payday, you might, you know what I'm saying? It's like a mental thing, right? Now the pills and heroin, the opiates, yeah, you feel like you're gonna die. You might feel like you're gonna die. But you gonna be all right. 3 days, you like new money, my nigga. Alcohol, you can drop dead right then and there from not having to drink. Seizures. I watched my uncle go through seizures, almost swallow his tongue out. My uncle was like my father. I'm about to cry talking about this. My uncle was like my father, right? I watched my uncle as a little boy have seizures, man. And I love my uncle so much. And that shit scared me to death. It scared me so much that sometimes I didn't want to be around him because I didn't want to be there when he had a seizure. I done stuck my fingers in my uncle's mouth and he damn near bit him off one time because I was trying my best to keep my uncle from swallowing his fucking tongue in the bathroom. See, them things I remember. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, I still started drinking at an early age. It was all fun. Then it took me down this dark road. It was fun. My teacher told me a long time ago. He said, listen, start off, it's a fun thing. And I'm thinking like, how the fuck is this a depressant? I'm drunk, I want to party, all I want to do is party. I'm like, how the fuck is this a depressant? Like, nigga, this shit, like bottled cocaine, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? But then it took a long time, and I just went down and down and down. I don't give a fuck. You know how many times I could enjoy myself? The Super Bowl came to Detroit in like 05. I was up there. I was getting a lot of money out here. Some nice, decent money. You know what I'm saying? I was doing real good. Nigga, fresh than a motherfucker. Super Bowl Sunday. Jury on, Cardi's on. Drive, I think I had a nice car. Whatever I was driving, it was nice. I'm feeling good, but no matter what I had, I'm not talking about material things, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. I'm not bragging on that shit. I'm just saying how you can be up so much but feel like shit on the inside. Super Bowl, I couldn't even enjoy it because I was so fucking fucked up. Like, if I was a little sober, I could have, took it all in. That's a once-in-a-lifetime type thing. The Super Bowl come to your city, I couldn't enjoy it. So many times, man, I done fucked up so many relationships. I mean, even, I never fucked up a relationship where it wasn't, because they knew that that's not me to talk like that. But I done said and hurt so many people's feelings by saying shit that I don't mean. You know what I'm saying? I done did shit that I would never do drinking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? That shit landed me in jail so many fucking times that I could have did life on several occasions. On shit I never would have did if I wasn't drinking. You know what I'm saying? And this is legal. This is shit that you can go get on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I look at pictures. I neglected my family. Damn it, lost my family. You know what I'm saying? Behind alcohol. I done fucked up tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars, just bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? With a clear mind. Like even right now, I've been sober 3 days. I feel so much better. I'm so energetic. I'm so much on the right path. It just, I've been drinking so long that being sober is actually like a high. You know what I'm saying? Being sober now is like, damn, I feel good. This is a good feeling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you be sober and you take a drink and you feeling good? Like, oh, okay. That's how I feel right now being sober. And I know it get better. And it was so funny about it. I don't even got to tell nobody I stopped drinking, right? And about a week or 2 weeks, this how it was before when I stopped. Everybody was coming to me like, man, you look different, bro. You looking good. What you doing? And I'm thinking like, damn, not just one person saying this, because you get a certain dumbass look on your face. You know, your skin, everything look different about you. Then too, look at me now. Look at my appearance. I don't have to look like this on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I make good money. I hustle and work. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama, everybody like, man, cut your fucking beard. You know what I'm saying? You a nice looking man. Why? Everybody. But I'm so like, fuck that. You know, my alcohol player, fuck what people think. I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm me and this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? But that shit had you in a depression and a slumber, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, man, I mean, I might go back tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know what guy. I might go back tomorrow. I don't know. But one thing, I'm speaking the truth. So even if I start drinking back today or tomorrow, I mean what I say. I'm not one of them persons that do something and think I'm holier than thou, and next thing you know, I look stupid because I'm back drinking. Nigga, I tell people on here, listen, I might say one thing today and a total fucking opposite tomorrow. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you that it feels good to be sober. And it's just horrible that the government can know that this shit doing this much harm to people and they don't give a fuck about it. But that's how you know they don't give a fuck about cancer or AIDS or that shit what they saying is true. Why would they come up with a cure when they making money off of it? Why would you let some shit like this be on the street and you know it's nothing but harm coming from it? It's nothing good about alcohol. Like, what the fuck is good about it? You know what I'm saying? But the first thing they'd think of, like, why would we take alcohol away, right? When just because you can't handle it and you got a problem, somebody else can take a drink and be cool. Well, okay, the same thing with the crack then, the heroin then, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you talking about? Why you giving so much time for this shit? And see, that's what I say. How can a motherfucker in a liquor store not be held responsible for nothing? These liquor store owners around these cities, when the most crimes happen at the liquor store, right? All the people that get shot and get killed in front of these stores, they don't close them down. Let you have a black-owned business, a restaurant or a club or something. One motherfucker gets shot, they come close it down. But these motherfuckers can sell liquor all day. They kill 4 or 5 niggas in a week and they just drag their ass off of there and be back in business, get the blood up the next day, right? It's like they don't give a fuck. They don't have no responsibilities to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing coming back to them. But if you are a fucking drug dealer or something, or you just trying to hustle, what I'm saying is, how do we get so much motherfucking time? And like I said, you can sell a motherfucker all the liquor you want. They can die from cirrhosis. They can be damn near dead, and they still can give you liquor. That's what the government gonna say though. At the end of the day, the government gonna be like, it's your fucking decision. Well, why ain't these fiends' decision to come see me then? All I'm saying is, why give me all the time? Like I say, every drug dealer out here that they try to sentence like they gonna stop all the drug problems with this one nigga. So you actually gonna give a nigga 20 years or 30 years for selling some shit that you brung over here for us to sell, goddamn, you gonna take his whole life away for selling some shit that you done put over here? Because we know for a fact that cocaine is brung over here by you, United States government. Because ain't no how the fuck you bringing thousands of tons of this shit in every weekday. And you telling me not one nuclear bomb couldn't have got over there? Y'all stop all that shit though. We never had a nuclear bomb and no shit like that, big terrorist attack like that come through nothing Sly ever got through. Nothing. Not even a bomb big as this motherfucking car. And what is a car on ton? You know what I'm saying? None of that shit get through. But motherfucking whole freighters of cocaine can come through this motherfucker. Y'all letting it. See, this shit is set. And I'm talking about two different things. And like I said, addiction has no face, age, or race. But when it comes to this drug shit and the law shit, it's like it's segregated. You know what I'm saying? It's segregated because they look at us as the sellers and other people as the users. And I really can't explain it. But it's just sad, man, how they do it. You know what I'm saying? And unfair. The government, like I say, man, while we fighting against each other and while we fighting black and white, we all got the same motherfucking struggle, really. When you look at it at the end of the day, what's the difference between us? See, the problem is, when you look at white people and black people, the problem is that everybody black person think all white people are rich and privileged. Right? And that's not true. But, and by us thinking that and all that shit in the media, even the poor white people think that they're better than blacks. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's the truth. Like, a lot of them think that they're better than, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and if you white, you got to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, but that's not true. You know what I'm saying? It's just a miss. But we all the same. The struggles we just the face of the shit. We just the face of the struggle. You know what I'm saying? You know how many white people that got kids going through the same addictions, the same fucking struggles as us? It's just not being seen. If we put the spotlight on their lives like they do us, we'll hug each other. We'll be like, damn, I didn't know that we had similar struggles. Like I always say in all my shit, I'd be like, if a poor white kid right now from the what you call them things you live in? Damn, not the prize, the trailer part, right? So look, if you get a poor white boy who grew up fucked up and he really told his motherfucking story, you'll be like, damn. And it's a lot more like him. And you don't got to be from a trailer park, but I don't know why everybody think that white people is just so live so much better than us. They're not. It's just that the TV is not on them. I'm not turning this into a race thing. I'm just saying how they separate us and make us against each other. First of all, they put blacks against blacks, and then they try to separate us, blacks and whites. But when we all the same out this motherfucker, it's just the only thing separating us is the media. The media is what's separating us. Because I'm telling you, listen to what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's the only thing that separates us, man. If we really somebody do a documentary and put it, and I might do it, and shine some light on this situation, nigga, we'll be like, look, our only problem is our own government. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Tobacco, not just alcohol. We're gonna say tobacco, right? Man, look at that shit legal too, right? Cigarettes harder to get off than any of that shit, right? I know people stop drinking, crack, heroin, meth. I know motherfuckers that quit all that shit and still can't quit smoking. Motherfuckers are die. You can tell them they got cancer, and they can't stop smoking, man. The same thing with the drinking too. Motherfuckers say, man, look, you gotta stop. My uncle drunk himself to death. All he had to do was stop drinking. He couldn't do it. And this is the shit that the government know this, and they still putting this shit on our corners, my dog. I know somebody who I love very much right now can't stop smoking black and miles to save their life. They health going to shit, and they just smoking more and more. They can't stop. It ain't that they don't want to. This shit's so fucking addictive. You know what I'm saying? Now, how can you put all this shit in our community? This fucked up shit that's for sure killing people, for sure giving people cancer, You know what I'm saying? And you sneaking it on them, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And nobody doing no time for that shit, but you want to give black people all this time for selling. I'm not saying that selling crack and cocaine and heroin is right, but goddamn, how more wrong is it than what you're doing? So why give so much time for it is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that a motherfucker shouldn't get time for it because it's wrong, but goddamn, that much time? You know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother subject that I'm about to go to on the sentencing and shit. But goddamn, man, you give a motherfucker. That's why I keep saying they building too many prisons and not enough jails. Look how many prisoners for a long stint. We don't need more prisons, motherfucker. You need to just start, when the motherfucker do a crime, sentence him for what he done, make him do that motherfucker. A motherfucker get tired of getting 2 years every time he do some stupid shit. When he know he gonna get that shit mandatory. Ain't no look, you got 2 years. You know what? I'd rather see a motherfucker get mandatory time right then. That'll break that shit. Not no long time, but if you do some stupid shit, you get caught selling drugs. The most time I think a drug dealer should get, I don't give a fuck if you brought because we didn't bring it here. The most time any human being should get, I don't give a fuck. As long as ain't no violence connected to it, a man shouldn't do more than 10 years in prison. I mean, that's on the top scale, 10 years. See, y'all motherfuckers give a motherfucker 10 years, 20 years like it's like nothing. Y'all motherfuckers don't give a fuck. You sitting there, you can give a motherfucker 20 years. Nigga, that's 20 years out of his fucking life for a fucking mistake and for some shit that you brung over here. Man, is that unbelievable? A motherfucker can take 20 years of my fucking life for some shit that was put in my neighborhood and given it to me. I didn't hurt nobody. The motherfuckers that's coming and buy this shit got their self on it. Just like the liquor store, but you gonna give me 20 years for this shit? When the motherfucker on the corner from me ain't getting nothing but rich off killing the people in my neighborhood? Man, this shit deep, and I know I'm jumping off subject and going on, but man, like I say, it all boils down to the higher ups. This government is just, it's not, we need I don't know, we need to do something, start voting better. We need to start making better shit to put on TV. We got a lot of work to do, man. But I know I'm jumping. I know I'm going from one thing to the other. But this shit is real. Addiction is real. This shit is real, man. You know what I'm saying? Just out here on my break. Trap Talk Blue. If you like what you hear, hit that like, subscribe button, share this shit.